Are you tired of zombies yet? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and this is March of the Living. It could be dearly called MTL, because it's a roguelike based on FTL on a post-apocalyptic world with, as you can see in the background, zombies. I only have Greg available. Greg has an old revolver, a hammer, and a flashlight. This is gonna be an evil playthrough, meaning that every single decision that I have in the game will be made on the wrong or on the bad side. Greg will be a bastard. For the past couple of weeks, you've been barricaded up in your home, trying to get hold of your ex-wife, Chloe, over the phone. An evil guy wouldn't do this. He wouldn't care about his ex-wife. No one, on the other hand, has ever picked up though, and this has made you worried for both her and your son, Tom. That's the real reason why I try to get in touch with my ex-wife, over whom she has custody. Even though you and Chloe may not have parted on the best terms 2 years ago, you still care about them and want to be sure they're both safe in this post-apocalyptic nightmare. Storing as many supplies as you can, realistically, carry in your old car, you drive over the state border towards their home. Soon enough, your vehicle runs out of fuel and grinds to a halt. Just before you ditch it though, you hear an interesting broadcast over the radio. Survivors in the secured city of Wilson, far to the east, claim to have a ship which they plan to use to find sanctuary offshore. If you can find Chloe and Tom, maybe you can take them there. Not the most original story, I might add, but here we go. Start your journey on foot. This is where we want to go, and this is where you start at the green square. If you haven't noticed, we have 3 pages of this whole map. Let's see how far can we go. Right now, I think I want to go to this city. And eventually, depending on what happens throughout the way, we will choose other destinations. So let's go over there. So we need to travel for 20 kilometers right now. You can see the grows bar over there. The higher it is, the higher chance you get of being attacked by zombies, I would suppose, because there's more zombies around you when there's higher noises. You come across a trio, 2 men and a woman, sitting around a campfire, cooking some type of meat. "Oh, you scared me. You can't be sneaking up on people like that," the woman says, grasping her chest. "You almost gave me a heart attack." She was grabbing her boobies. That might be a sexual message. The smell of the cooking meat has your stomach growling. It's almost like it's begging to eat. Ask them why they are not afraid of other people. Ask about what they are cooking. Tell them you're just passing by. Let's ask them what they are cooking and maybe try to take the food after that. You're asking the wrong questions. You should just be on your way now. Wanting to avoid confrontation, you decide to leave. I wish I had the decision on that. Maybe I could shoot them in the face and take the food. Or maybe learn a new dish. Okay, we are on the second point. Now I want to go to this square over here. I want to reach this city, which seems to be a big place where you can scavenge a lot of stuff and important events might happen. So you should take March of the Living as this kind of DayZ, but in an 8-bit kind of style. I see some bodies on the floor over there. That's not good. There is an overturned truck in the road, apparently used to transport exhibits to a wax museum. The contents have long since spilled out, and many have been melted in the sun. It's a gruesome, albeit fake sight. However, the wax figures apparently use real props, and it might be worth checking for a weapon. Let's search it. As you approach the truck, you trip over one of the wax dummies. A few seconds later, you realize that you aren't the only one getting up. Several of the deformed wax dummies are actually real infected. How can you get a wax infected? I'm not gonna question that. It seems that we are gonna battle over here. So, in March of the Living, you can consider this a turn-based game, even though there's no real turns over here. But you can pause the game at all times, so you can decide what you do whatever you do when the game is unpaused, and then pause it again, and then do what you chose to do after that. So we have 3 kinds of actions. We have aim at the body, aim at the upper body, and wait, just don't do anything. We will also have several people to play with in the future, hopefully, if Greg finds other people. So if I aim at the body, there is a small chance to instantly kill the target and immobilize the target for a few seconds. If I choose the upper body, there's a higher chance to instantly kill the target. So there is an 85% head hit chance after we go through the hitting chance. So if you see at the bottom of the screen, you can see the hitting chance of the targets. So these guys have somewhat a 70% of being hit. 70% chance of being hit. So that's quite a good chance. So I'm going to charge in an aim at the upper body, which takes 2.8 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to aim at this guy, and I am going to unpause the game. We're not charging the attack. And we got him. RIP. Rest in pieces. Now let's aim for that guy. We hit him, but he didn't die, so we gotta go for a second shot. Boom, he's down. Let's go for that guy now. I could move my character, you know, to make this a little bit more dynamic. I can just choose to go back here safely and now shoot him in the face. There you go. There's a 70 hit chance, I suppose. And you need to reload from time to time. Right now, I have 3 bullets in my chamber, so I don't really need to reload right now. So let's continue. Normally what I do is, and because this guy is so close right now, I'm going to change to this kind of attack. There we go. Normally what I do is reloading after all the combat is done, so let's do that. Reload. And then let's carry on. You stumble away from the truck and leave any remaining infected to rot in the sun. A cheap weapon isn't worth the risk. I wish I had that chance of doing things. And you also need to care about your hunger and your fatigue. Because my hunger is almost at the lowest point, I'm gonna now eat. I have 5 rations. This is gonna consume 1. Alright, it's 5 p.m. in the day. I think I want to rest during the night. I think that's the best period to rest at. So let's continue and travel. Let's go towards the city. That's the next point where we're gonna get to. If we go over here, I don't think we can get to the city after that. You need to do something like this and then back to the city. Kind of weird pathway choosing over here, but that's what we get. So we are getting fatigued, and because of that, we are getting penalized. So we are getting a 5% less chance of hitting and less damage when melee and less speed as well. So once we get to the city, let's take a moment to rest. So it's now during the night. I would suppose that during the night is the more dangerous time to go about and move. So select a place to search. I want to search the... What we could use right now is some more guns and bullets, I would say, no? Or maybe search the hospital for some bandages in the future. Let's go and do that. Search for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, or 60 minutes. I don't have a huge necessity for these items, so I'm gonna go for the middle term, and I'm gonna go for 40 minutes. There's a 40% chance of zombies showing up and having a combat going on. What I really need to do, though, is rest. I need to take some time and rest. We didn't find anything, so let's take a rest. And now we're gonna search for a place to rest in the city. You could do this out in the world, in the forest or whatever, but whenever you get to a safe place, you should rest there, because it means that you won't get attacked. So now let's rest. Let's go for the grocery store. And let's go for 60 minutes, because we have 3 rations. We're gonna need more than that in the future. There's also a higher chance of being attacked, I suppose. There we go. We got attacked by these guys. Warning! You made too much noise, and you probably got attacked. That's what it said. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies over here. Because they are still so distant, I'm gonna go and aim for an upper body shot. Let's get a little bit closer for a better hit chance. So I'm gonna try to hit this guy. No dice. Nothing. There we go. RIP. How many bullets do I have? I have 4 in the chamber, so that's good enough. If I hit them all. There we go. And now this guy. Riparino. Done. Now let's go for that guy. This is going well. I have 2 more bullets in my chamber. Let's see if we are lucky enough. We are getting very lucky. Let's see if I can get a lucky shot on this guy as well. Well, right now I have 80% chance of hitting them. So that's understandable. This guy's gonna get me though. We missed, so we are gonna move and we are gonna reload as well. You can reload while moving away from the zombies, so let's do that. There we go. I also don't want to get hit, so I'm gonna move down here now, and I'm gonna move over here now. Move away from him. We can move farther away from him because we are faster. Let's go for the upper body again. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully we will kill him now. Beautiful. You want to have the higher percent chance of hitting them so that you don't use as many bullets. We got 4 food rations. Awesome. Okay. Now we really need to go to the police station so that we get more bullets. So let's search for 40 minutes. We don't want to spend that many bullets right now. We could always go for the hammer. Oh, and we gotta get attacked again. We got attacked from both sides now. Alright, let's try to dispatch one of them right now. Quickly, come on. Awesome, let's get the other one. We have 4 more bullets in the chamber. Ah, we could have not missed this shot. Okay, let's move away from this guy. Let's have the last chance we can get of being hit. Now let's try to kill him. You have noticed the loading bar, the charging bar was much faster because I'm using a skill that uses less time. So I'm gonna go for an upper shot over here on this guy. Beautiful. Now let's try one of these in this guy. Okay, and he's out of bullets. Okay, we need to reload now. So let's do that and try to move away from these guys. Let's move all the way to the bottom and then all the way to the left to see if we can avoid being hit. There we go. Hit and run just like in DayZ or any other zombie game. Alright, let's aim at the upper body. And I missed again. Let's go for the other skill. Come on, we can do this. Awesome. Now let's finish this guy up. I could have gone with a hammer so that I don't use as many bullets, but oh well. Let's just do it. Come on. There you go. Awesome. So right now, let's go for the apartments and see if we can scavenge something good. Let's go for 20 minutes. There's nothing really huge that I need right now. So let's not risk it, an encounter. We didn't get anything. Hold up. We got a food ration and pistol bullets. Okay, that was good. Let's go and scavenge the drugstore. Again, 20 minutes. There's not a huge need for items right now. And we got antibiotics, which heals 1 HP. Greg, if I'm not mistaken, has 4 HP. He has 10 HP. 4 would be terrible. Alright, let's go for the map because there's no other place to scavenge. And let's move towards our main objective, which is Chloe's apartment. There is a lot we could explore in the world, but I think I'm gonna go straight for your objective. I want to know more about the story and what it unveils. I think we will have a chance of having new events in the future. It's raining. You're walking along the side of the road, hastily kicking at the rocks to alleviate your boredom. For a rare moment, this could bring up noise. That's not good. You can appreciate proper silence, undisturbed by the moans of the undead. At the same time, that makes you feel unsettled. Unholster your weapon. Get a move on. We are gonna unholster your weapon. As you draw your weapon, your senses are suddenly assaulted and overwhelmed by miniature explosions of sound and smoke off to your left in the bushes. Body moving on autopilot, you instinctively throw yourself to the ground, firing a single shot into the bushes as you drop. The cacophony of gunfire stops shortly after, replaced by cries of anguish. Investigate. You rush forward in full combat mode through the bushes, ready to beat down your enemy. What you find instead are 2 young boys with cap guns huddled over a collapsed third, clutching at his leg. Watching this is causing your stomach to churn. I needed to be a nurse. I needed to be Anne to have the trait nurse to cure him. Alright, walk away. You walk away before the consequences of your actions scar your mind forever. What actions? We didn't... Oh, we shot the boy. I am being evil myself in this playthrough, even without choosing to be so. I like that. Rain causes fatigue to increase faster and hinders recovery while resting. The heavier the rain, the greater the effect. Well, this is not good, is it? Because we are not in a safe place to rest. I guess we gotta move on. We are over here. We are just about to reach close to apartment, so let's get there. It was actually a little bit lucky that rain came in just now. We need to reload though. We spent one bullet over there, and we got a full army of zombies behind us. Alright, so we're gonna move forward. Let's move over here and get away from them. Rain is really being heavy right now. It's only two. It's only two, so let's fire at this guy over here. Reperino? No, didn't happen. There we go. Now I'm gonna select this over here, which charges faster, and that's the reason why. We only have 3 bullets in our chamber. One more. There we go. We're done with them. Pistol bullets. We spent 3, I think. So this was kind of bad. Let's reload while we are in this phase and out of zombies around us. And let's keep traveling. We need to travel for 5 more kilometers. How are we gonna fight again? We need to eat as well. You arrive outside your ex's apartment. Normally what happens is your ex starts throwing visceral objects at your face. Not in this case though. Carefully entering the front lobby through the shattered glass front door, you keep an eye out for infected as you make your way to the 3rd floor. To your dismay, you find fresh blood sprayed across the walls in a macabre display, matching the corded smell and mix of human and rotter corpses throughout the building. This place must have fallen recently, making you fear the worst for your ex-wife and kid. You sneak over the door of Chloe's apartment and listen carefully. You're alarmed to hear pottery smashing to the ground. Someone inside must be looting the place, or maybe it's some infected that got stuck inside. You're not sure, but it's a cause for concern. You ready your weapons just in case. Enter the apartment stealthily. As quietly as you possibly can, you slowly open the apartment door and creep inside. It's difficult to see with the lights seemingly shot out. Peeking around the corner into the large living room, you see a lone figure tearing the place apart, tossing aside piles of clothing and junk, trying to find something of value. Probably a pirate. This figure, a short, sniveling man, has a shotgun slung over his shoulder and seems incredibly agitated. You watch him for a moment and notice him shaking and making strange noises every time he lays a finger on something. Try the diplomatic approach and talk to the man. This man seems too unstable to reason with. Shoot him and save yourself some trouble. Hell yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the back because I'm evil. Before the man can react, you fire your own weapon, striking your target cleanly in the torso. Whatever light was in the man's eyes has faded away, thanks to you. Wow, that's heavy, huh? That's really heavy. You check out his shotgun, an older model, and immediately throw it away. The body and barrel show enough damage on it that you're certain it would explode if you tried to fire it. Did I get something from him though? Nothing whatsoever. You search the bedroom and find a corpse laid out on former bed, its face disfigured by... oh no. There's no mistaking that short, dark blonde hair, those highlights. Poor Chloe. You're going to find whoever murdered your ex-wife and completely destroy them. In rage, you walk out of the room. Okay, let's clarify this, okay? I'm an evil guy. I wouldn't care about my ex-wife because she's my ex, no longer my wife. But I guess I'm one of those evil, psychotic guys that got really attached to someone in the past. And that someone is gonna be Chloe. There's no sign of Tom, but by searching the apartment further, you find a note scribbled on a torn shred of paper, signed by Zach, your ex's bastard of a boyfriend. This is the guy we gotta kill. That is my new objective. Kill Zach. Read the note. Warren, as always you're late. I'm taking off out of this crazy place and going to my cabin. You know the place? I'm stuck with this stupid kid right now. But I figure we can use him to sneak into places and steal shit. If he dies, he dies. Anyway, don't waste time, you know where to find me. Zach. Son of a gun. Okay, we are getting this Zach, and we're gonna zap his dick. You have mixed feelings about the situation. While you're glad Tom wasn't left to die here with his mother, it's clear that Zach doesn't care about him the way you do. You know all about the cabin Zach is talking about, considering it used to be yours before it was taken in the divorce. You remember Tom complaining about how dirty it was when he was taken there by his mother last summer. The fact that Zach isn't taking care of the place pisses you off. Head to your old cabin, your map will be updated in Zone 3. Wow, so it's in Zone 3? That will require of us to go through one full page of the map. Holy crap. I am over here, I'm gonna make my way to the city. So we are gonna move to this point over here. I love making videos, and very fortunately I can no longer do it without your help. If you would be so kind as to click on the link currently on the screen and contribute with just even $1 on Patreon, that would already make a difference. Thank you.